everyone. For this review, we have the Hasbro Haslab Proton Pack. This came out, about a year or so ago, and I didn't back it at the time. I have since gone through a journey recently of getting back into Ghostbuster stuff, and recently checked out the Spirit Halloween life-size pack. And the more I mess with it, the more I realize I probably wanted the Haslab Proton Pack. I recently found one for a pretty decent price, like under 1,000. They usually go for way above 1,000, so gonna share this with you guys. And these aren't for sale anymore, but if you're interested, maybe this will encourage you to get one or look for one. And last year, Hasbro did a thing. They called it like a charity event where they had some Haslabs from previous years available for sale. This was in December. It's basically like a leftover stock. I guess they were holding back for replacements and returns and stuff like that. So, never know, we might get a chance to buy this, directly from Hasbro again. So this thing is huge. As you see, here's my hands here. It's like the size of a for real deal Foot Locker. Um, it's heavy like a Foot Locker too, because there's the Proton pack, the stand, there's a bunch of accessories. Um, so if you get this thing, it came in a shipper that was basically the size of this, and it feels like it's, I don't know, somewhere between 15 and 20 pounds. So just kind of be aware of that. There is a lot of nice, like, weathery, looks to it. Uh, it's pretty much, the same kind of weathering pattern all the way around. The front of it has this thing that looks like a actual, padlock, but it basically has this lip everywhere. All right, so let's open it up. Okay. Don't think I was expecting this. So there's some pieces in here. This thing slides. I don't know what is in this. Okay, this is basically instructions. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. Next, I want us to slide this open to slide this forward. Oh, we can look up on this. There's something in this box. What phantasmical samples, potentially sentient. Okay, so this has the trying to think of how to describe this. This is the Stay Puff goo that you can kind of lay across your pack. Could pretend you just defeated Gozer. Okay. Let's see what is in here. I think this is the Stay Puft guys. Yep. So these are the Stay Puft figures that it comes with. So you get 3 bodies, and it looks like you get 3 heads. So you can swap the heads out. You know, there's like mean faces, uh, very happy, silly faces. And basically, you get 3 bodies, one that's burnt to one side, one burnt in the middle, and one just lightly burnt. So that's cool. And there's so much going on. We haven't even gotten into the pack yet. Okay, so that was in there. Trying to see if there's anything else in here, and there isn't. So this whole thing is to get those little add-ons. So those were the tiers, the unlock tiers. Okay, the pack is in here. So got some spacers. And we've got the pack. Cool thing about this, you can grab this thing, use it as a handle. All right, there is our pack. Just gonna put this to the side for a moment. So much. Okay, so I know we got a stand somewhere. So guessing that this bottom has something because definitely more space, yes. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can lay it on there. All right. accessory storage stand. We got just like stickers. There's a bunch of stuff in here. Okay, so stickers to turn this into a 84 wand. Basically just clean stickers. Some, kind of like kid stickers to stick on stuff. And then there is a journal. It was like a pretend journal from Egon. I guess this is his instructions on building the proton pack originally. And this guy is in a couple pieces. Is getting a bit unruly. Two, three, four pieces. And then there's something in here. Okay, this is basically everything else. So hose to connect the neutrino wand to the pack. A orange tip so that you can properly take this to conventions. This is for the Afterlife neutrino wand because the 84 one has like the tip is orange out of the bottom. Um, this little bag is kind of heavy. Okay, this is the can't think of what the name of this is. It goes on the proton pack. The name is like on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of what it is right now. All right, so we got that. And we got this last one, and it's like taped down into the box. It's like screws. This is mounting hardware so that you can put a Alice frame on the proton pack. Okay, so this is a mess. I'm gonna take the stuff out that we need to work with, put the rest of this stuff up, and then we'll take a look at the pack. Okay, so one quick thing when it comes to putting the stand together, it is kind of difficult. You got these large plastic clips, and they kind of fit into slots on the inside. And if you just try to just lay the whole thing in and try to push it in, there's a good chance it's not going to work. One thing I discovered is if you kind of get the top one situated, like basically, kind of get it beveled in, like you see here, like it's like wedged inward, and then put force on it, it goes in. I mean, a mighty, mighty loud snap. But look, all the pieces snap in. So you have to angle the top in and then press to get the rest of it in. So just FYI on that. Okay, so next part. We got that stand together. Went ahead and placed the pack on here because you kind of need that stand to just deal with this guy. I like how substantial this thing feels. Like after messing with the spirit pack, the spirit pack is designed to be a inexpensive accessory, costume accessory. This is definitely a toy that you can just happen to wear as a costume if you want. Um, Ion arm is what I was trying to remember earlier. This goes on pretty easily. It's whoops, almost put it on backwards. Basically, just pop it in. It just slides on. Then we've got the hose attachment. And it's really nifty that they have this keyed receptacle. Let's see if I can get some light on that. Um, and it lines up, and you put it on, and then you twist this piece on. It's a little rotating outside piece. This is very like realistic to how a lot of industrial things work, and I thought that was very very interesting. All right, so that is the hose and the ion arm. So that pretty much gets everything, I think, physically set up, minus the Alice pack. Maybe we'll do that next, or maybe we'll save that to the end. Okay, so we're ready to put some batteries in this and test it out. So there is a battery compartment in the back. I have gone ahead and loosened the screws. I do like that it's rigged so that the screws can't like come all the way out. So let's put some batteries in. It does take four. Oh God. Okay. It started making noise as soon as I put batteries in. And then one other thing to mention on the stand, there's a couple different groove points, and I think this is so that if you have an Alice frame on it, you can space it so that there's enough room. Let's see if I can get this. This guy does have a dedicated power on switch. So we're going to flip it on. That is nice. It sounds a little raggedy, and I think that's on purpose. Like this is Afterlife, so it's supposed to sound a little, it's supposed to sound old, like dusty and hasn't been turned on for a while. And then you can power it off. And then there's a whole thing with being able to change the settings on this. So you twist this, pull it out, then basically slide this off. It has little grooves. And then you should just be able to take this off. And there's a couple dip switches in here. So one changes the sound, the other one changes how fast the cyclotron moves. So let's try that one first. I'm pretty sure you can't turn this on. Oh, you can. Okay. Okay, so that's with that switch. And let's try the other one. Okay. Okay. And that is definitely the 84 setup. You notice the cyclotron is just kind of moving a lot slower. And it powers off a little bit slower too. That's interesting. I wonder if you leave this one on, turn that back. Does that mean you have a fourth mode? Yeah, that's very different. So it sounds normal, but has the 84 lights. And it's vibrating. It's like, I don't know if the camera will pick this up, but it is like it's audibly vibrating right now. Oh, and it vibrated much more when I went to turn it off and stop vibrating. Okay. So that's a demonstration of turning it on and going through the different cycles. So one more thing to go over is obviously there are neutrino wands that you can get, and you've got a hose obviously that came with it, and you can insert this so that the wand can be powered by and control the pack. So you take this guy out, and slide the battery pack out. You won't need this. And you're just going to slide this in. Pretty sure it goes a certain way. Yep. And then screw it in. And now you don't have to mess with the button on there anymore. You can oh, maybe not. Oh, okay. Took a moment. And huh. Seems like there's something wrong with my wand all of a sudden. It will not shoot now. That is interesting. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, I didn't follow the sequence. When I hit intensify, it is making this thing vibrate more. So like visually it's not doing anything, but it's audibly vibrating the motor in this a lot more now. So that is really, really, really cool. And then take this and got a little clip. You can place it on the clip. And then you can have it sit there like that. So this, so far, this thing has been super fun to mess with. I can't remember if I mentioned this, but this is the volume control. So I don't think, yeah, it definitely wasn't all the way up. So you can adjust the volume, you can change the sounds, you can power the wand. There's just so much cool stuff on this thing. Last thing that we did not go over is installing an Alice frame. So when you get this, you got these straps already on it, which actually are pretty nice. But as you saw early on, there are some brackets that this comes with. So you can, take the straps off and basically add your own Alice frame. So basically going to need to get these straps off. Same thing for the bottom. I'm going to do this off camera because this is a little difficult to do. So when you're done, you have something like that. So see if I can put this on the floor. Okay, so we've got our parts. We've got our Alice frame. There is quite a bit to this. And trying to see where all the pieces go. I looked through everything and there doesn't seem to be instructions. Maybe I missed something, but we've got the brackets. The brackets, basically bracket, 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 bracket. Then we've got these spacers, and from what I can tell, these go at the bottom. So I think that makes sense. There's two brackets that are identical, so they're going to go here. And then the other brackets are different heights, and I'm guessing it's going to become apparent once I start putting this together. So I think I'm going to get the bottom on first. Let me undo this. Hopefully I can show this off a little bit better. One, two, one, two, one, two.
you'll see on the top of the... They were a little dirty, so this is okay. But the first thing we're going to do here with the Proton, little circular indentations on, once again, this motherboard. Alright, now let's clear all this off here and put the frame in place. Matching up the holes to where the brackets are going to go. If for some odd reason this is a little hazy for you, honestly, once you have it in front of you, it's all going to make sense. It's seriously so easy. Again, kudos to Hasbro for including these brackets and all the hardware. It would have been nice to have instructions, but then again, I guess I am your instructions today, so thank you for clicking this video. And I found it's best to start at the very bottom and kind of work your way up on them. Just match them up to the little circular indentations on, once again, this motherboard. Alright, now let's clear all this off here and put the frame in place. Matching up the holes to where the brackets are going to go. If for some odd reason this is a little hazy for you, honestly, once you have it in front of you, it's all going to make sense. It's seriously so easy. Again, kudos to Hasbro for including these brackets and all the hardware. It would have been nice to have 2 more brackets, and these are the only 2 that match. If you follow those rules, it is very hard to screw this up. Also, going back to the bottom, taking a look at the motherboard, you're going to see there's already holes in here where you can actually attach brackets that is going to secure that Alice frame in place. They are all spread out through the pack, and yes, I guess I actually haven't mentioned it just yet, but the pack, it does come with these brackets. This is the one area where a lot of people seem to have questions regarding the setup. Well, there are 3 that go down right in the middle. The shortest one is at the top, medium size is in the middle, and then the tallest is at the bottom of the pack. From there, on the left and right-hand side, you'll attach 2 more brackets, and these are the only 2 that match. If you follow those rules, it is very hard to screw this up. Also, going back to the bottom of the Proton pack here, there's these like small little circular spacers that's going to secure themselves through the Alice frame, and all you really have to do is just match them up to the little circular indentations on, once again, this motherboard. Alright, now
Okay, so outside of that, the pieces that are left over, the one that is the shortest is going to go on the top. Next shortest is the middle, and the tallest is at the bottom. Alright, so let's get this started.
let's clear all this off here and put the frame very bottom, kind of work your way up on the pack. And the 2 little spacer ones at the bottom, I just attach by just like turning them with my hand. They totally...
Okay, so we're going to do these ones on the bottom real quick. There is kind of an indentation, so you get it there, and gravity will kind of help hold it down. And then it's not easy to see, but there are little areas on each side, and we're going to basically fit the screw through that. There is not really a good way to get a screwdriver in here. I'm going to have to find some kind of right angle Phillips, but I'm just going to hand tighten it for now. Find something to properly tighten it later. And you probably don't want to tighten it all the way just yet, because you're going to want to slide this and get this situated. Okay, so we've got our tallest bracket that's going to go up here. Having this kidney pad on here is not helping. I'm going to put these on pretty loose because this is awkward trying to get this, do this and film this at the same time. But you kind of get the idea. Okay, so next we've got our second tallest. This frame almost doesn't fit these brackets. I don't know if this is the frame that I bought. It's supposed to be an Alice too, but as you see, it does fit. It's just it's pretty tight in some spots. And then the last two that are identical, put them on. And these ones do not want to go on this frame. It's like slightly too wide. There we go. I'm gonna have to mush it on there. these last two on the sides, they do not fit this frame very well. That might be a little bit of a problem. But that is pretty much it. Okay, and last thing, just want to show this off against the Spirit size pack. Visually, there's going to be some differences because this is supposed to be, you know, quote unquote, brand new 84 pack over here, and the Afterlife pack, which is meant to be a little beat up, and there's some augmentation and things done to it. So there are a few visual differences, but it is cool that the Spirit pack has a metal ion arm. The Haslab has a metal ion arm. The Haslab has a lot more play features. Um, Again, this guy's, you know, the Spirit pack is meant to be, you know, basically an accessory like a backpack. Most of the Spirit pack is a single molded piece of plastic. Obviously, the hoses and wires are separate pieces. The iron arm, interestingly, is a separate piece also. It's bolted in. And Hasbro, there's a lot of parts stacked on to make it work. Um, the Hasbro one also feels like it's about twice as heavy. So there's that too. But you know, this is more so the Hasbro is more so a toy that you can, you know, also wear and cosplay. So I did want to also show off the electronics. The Hasbro definitely has a bit more bass to it. Not a lot, but you can just tell there's a slightly better speaker. But it's not bad. You know, like the in the 84 mold, they have the spin at the same rate. The blue light speed is a little bit different. Hasbro's a bit more diffused also. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it is what it is. The Hasbro will shut off on its own in about 3 minutes. I'm not sure if the Spirit one will do that by itself. I don't think it does. I think this thing will stay on. But one of the big things though is the Hasbro continues making a sound while it's on. The Spirit Pack, it has a startup sound and then it stops making noise. Now when you turn it off, it does make a noise again. So that's kind of cool. And Hasbro also does as well. But then you get the whole benefit of the vibration. You know, you got the gimmicks where you can change the different modes, so it's quite a bit different creature. So that is the review. Hope you enjoyed it. I know this is like a year late, but again, you know, maybe there's a chance that people can get these for, you know, retail maybe in December if they ever do that again. Um, there's always a chance they could do another HasLab. Probably not this year because of the Ecto One HasLab, but you know, there's always a possibility they could go and make a 84 style pack. They've said there's no plans on doing that, but you just never know. But also you might luck out and be able to find one of these at a decent aftermarket price. So at any rate, I hope you enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun messing with this. I definitely enjoy the play features on it, and it's a pretty cool collectible. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you have one of these, have you done any mods to it? I'm considering doing some mods to at least the wand to update the bar graph on it, but I think I'm fine with all the other, um, built-in design of this pack. So I don't think I'm going to be doing anything else. Um, Tune into more videos coming up, and if you haven't done so, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you.